This is Sensei Buck Snyder. I'm a martial artist, nature lover, and total nerd. Come have fun with Sensei in the Wild.
Okay, what's up YouTube? I'm a little tired today, so I'm spending all day down at the lake, but I got something exciting to show you. Following up from last week's turtle video, I got 4 more turtles here. Check these guys out. I got 4 containers with 4 turtles in it. This is a one kind, this is another kind, and these 2 are the same kind. So let's talk about them real quick. If you watched last week's video, it was about a red ear slider turtle. Well, this is a little red ear slider turtle. If you look on the side of his head here, he's got a red dot on the side of his head. I think we might be able to see it from there. Okay, and so I'll take him out real quick. You can see he's got a lot of yellow on his shell. He's got yellow on the bottom of his shell. And red ear sliders have a great deal of variety in the species and their shell designs and their shell types. Okay, so you can find 2 that are very similar with the red ears, but their shells will look completely different. Okay, but I'm not going to go into great detail with this guy. I'm going to leave him here for now since we already had that video last week. We're going to move on to the next one. Now, this one here is known commonly as the stink pot, but the actual name for it is we call it an eastern musk turtle. And check out this little guy. The distinguishing characteristic here is he's got yellow lines on his face, okay? And look, he's got a little oval shell, and look at the bottom of the shell here. Now, this little dude's covered with algae just like the other ones, and unfortunately, he's got it even growing off his toes and stuff, because living down in the bottom of the lake, these guys run around on the bottom of the lake, and they're pretty much submerged all the time. So their whole body gets coated with this algae. But I'm going to go ahead and show you real quick a video where I caught 2 of them down by the lake and give you some details on them. All right, guys, we're out here by the lake, and today we caught 2 eastern musk turtles. Look at these little guys. They've been bromating, which means that they're basically kind of hibernating for the winter, and so they're real cold and sluggish. And you could tell they've been sitting down in the sludge because look how much algae these little guys have all over them. This one, as a matter of fact, even has it growing on its nose there, off its face. And so look how long that neck is, and look at those webbed little feet. Look at that foot. And remember, musk turtles don't get much bigger than this. And I had a musk turtle in a previous video before, and it was a razorback musk turtle. And these here are a different breed. These are the eastern musk turtle. So slightly different musk turtle, generally the same thing though. They eat the same things, live in the same areas. They're friendly little critters. I don't know if you can really see the pattern on this one's face, but they've got yellow lines around the eyes and around their mouth. It's all covered with the algae, so it's hard to see. But they're down here. If you film down, the water levels are all messed up and the water's, but if you look down here in this mud, they bury themselves in this mud to bromate. And during bromation, they kind of slow down metabolism, slow down everything. And then on warm, nice days, they come out and they hunt and they get warm again. And then on cold days, they bury themselves back into the mud. So these little guys, I'm about to put them right back in here. I would take them and clean them up, but I think they're just going to bury themselves again. And then they would need to be cleaned all over again. Just as a side point though, if you look at the bottom of this one's shell, it's different looking from the bottom of this one's shell. And this one's shell is a little concave right here, a little domed. That typically means they're male if the shell is domed like this. If you look at this one, it's not quite the same. See how different they look? I don't know if you can see that. But I think this one here is a female, and I think this one's a male. So if we kept them, eventually we might have little babies, but these are wild turtles, so I'm not going to do that. So anyway, I'm going to turn them free. Thanks. Okay, so that was the eastern musk turtle. Now let's look at these 2 guys here on the end. This is called a mud turtle, and I've got a full-grown one, and I got a smaller one here. Okay, let's look at the full-grown one here. Check him out here in the water. He's got spots all over his face, right? And he's pretty big. They get up to between 4 to 6 inches full grown, so I think this is a full grown one. And again, he's got algae all over the shell. Now, we did take some time before we showed this video to clean up their shells as best we can. And so this is, without hurting the turtle, this is the best we could do for now. Okay? And this little guy here is all slow and lethargic. They did just wake up from their bromation, which bromation for water turtles and reptiles in general means that they kind of semi-hibernate. But when the weather gets warm, they instantly wake up and start looking for water and food. And so these little guys are sluggish, haven't gotten out of their bromation period, but now they're active and they're out here walking. Okay, so check out the mud turtle here. And then a smaller version of the mud turtle is this little guy right here. And check him out. He's just like that bigger one, except the small version. Okay, and he looks just the same in every way. Now, here's what's crazy. This guy here, the mud turtle, is often confused for the musk turtle. And there's a lot of reasons. Not only are the names similar, mud and musk, but the two turtles themselves look very similar, especially when they're smaller. Look at the oval shaped shell. You can confuse these two if you didn't see the lines on this one's face and the spots on this one's face. There are some other distinguishing characteristics, but we're not going to go into that great detail today, other than some shapes of the bottom of the shells are a little different. And of course, like I said, the size difference on full grown, you can tell. But so we're going to put him right back in here. And cool thing about it is these turtles can live a long time, and they hunt on the bottom of the lake, as I was saying. So the red-eared turtle will come out and bask on logs, and you see them frequently outside in the sun. These other turtles do not come out very often, and they're pretty much underwater all the time, okay? But like I was trying to emphasize with this video, you can see there's a ton of variety in turtles in Texas waterway, in Lake Livingston, for example, where we caught these. There's 1, 2, 3 different species of turtle right here on the table, and they're all living side by side in the same water. So it's really cool. So just like all these turtles eat the exact same thing. They eat crawfish, they eat little minnows, they eat any kind of insect they can get in the water. They tend to be omnivorous, which they will munch on vegetation sometimes, but they tend to really go towards the bugs and the fish more so than the veggies. So anyway, really cool video. I wanted to follow up with the red ear video and show you a couple more. We are going to be on the lookout for a snapping turtle. That is one turtle I have not featured on the channel yet. And after I get the snapping turtle, I will have covered all the common turtles that are commonly found. Now, there are a whole bunch more, but we'll have covered the red ear, we'll have covered the musk turtle, we'll have covered the mud turtle. I've already covered the spiny soft shell turtle. So we're on a roll with these turtles, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Keep it wild.